How you doing, everybody? Here's the story. Visiting in California on our road trip, I was backing into my parents' garage and the door started to auto close. I think this was partly my fault because I did set up the auto close feature on the car, and when I pulled in I did take extra time unloading some passengers, and at that point my guess is the car thought that I wasn't actually going inside the garage, began to auto close it, and I was slowly backing into it at that point and didn't see it on the camera because the door was still coming down, so it wasn't in the sideline of the camera, and the sensors definitely didn't feel it because they're way lower on the bumper. So I ended up gently pushing my rear tailgate against the door. The good things about that, did not break the garage door, and the dent was not as severe, as well as it wasn't on the actual wing or the glass. So it was actually right above that Tesla logo, which definitely, from what I understand, is the better case scenario than some other people actually face, because at that point I went all over the forums trying to figure out what's the best way for me to do it. Do I go through insurance? Do I do it through a Tesla service center? How much is it going to cost? Can they do without repainting it? Because definitely don't want to wait 4 months plus for parts or repainting. I don't know what was going to happen. So after we came, actually no, in California, since I was next to the, the homeland of Tesla, I went and I looked around. There were a bunch of dent specialists who could do it without painting, so paintless dent removal. And a guy did come out to me, said he can definitely take care of it. The only trouble that we ran into, disassembling the rear tailgate right over there in the back, is one of the most difficult things you can't do. And upon gently trying to see how to get in and how to remove it, the guy said, you know what, he doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't want to break a panel and then end up having it cost more trouble for me, more trouble for him. So he said, he's gonna not charge me and just, I look for somebody else to do this. At that point, feeling extremely discouraged, we already came back from our trip, 10,500 miles later, back in Miami, Florida. I go to 3 dent specialists here in Miami that specialize in paintless dent removal. One said can't be done. He says he sees bunches and bunches of these types of problems on Teslas, and what happens is every single time they repaint. So they remove the dent the best they can, then they patch it up so that it's smooth, and then they repaint the whole tailgate. Granted, they blend it to make it matching, and you can't tell the difference. I did not want to follow that. That seemed suspicious. Plus, did see a YouTube video, check it out in the comments, of a guy removing exactly the same problem that I had without any repainting. So I was still determined. Called 3 other ones. One quoted me at roughly $600 and he could not guarantee the work. Another one quoted me at $500, could not guarantee his work either, but they would try, meaning if they do it successfully, awesome, I pay him. If not, then they don't charge me. That wasn't good enough for me. So when I actually did take my Tesla to get it serviced after the 10,500 miles, to get a couple of little things here and there removed, I talked with the service specialist, and he recommended Ronaldo here in Miami. Apparently the best dent specialist removal. He was praised to be a magician. He can remove any kind of dent. The guy said, you know what, let me call him out. He's gonna come out, check it out, tell exactly what he thinks. So a couple of days later, my car's still in service. Ronaldo did go out to the actual service center and saw my car. Stood there for about 5 minutes staring at that dent from all possible angles. And I got a text message saying he'll be able to remove that for $375. I was like, that is the best, first of all, price. The guy was confident. He said he can do it. I said, let's schedule it. We made an appointment. The next week, he came out to my home. And the best part about this was, because that panel in the back is so hard to remove, Tesla sent out their mobile unit. The guy came out, opened the trunk, removed the whole section, and Ronaldo, the dent specialist, was able to get in, and for 3.5 hours he was working that dent. It was incredible. That guy was just working to perfection. And then once he was done, the mobile unit came back again, popped all of those panels back on, did not break it. Apparently they're so difficult that automatically something breaks, and I don't know how, but this mobile Tesla service guy, Tony, he was amazing. Came out, didn't break anything. It worked so well, and the dent specialist removed the dents beautifully. I have to say, as he's the best guy. In the comments below, check out his contact, check out his info. He is the go-to guy here in Miami for sure. And as far as I know, Tesla uses him to remove any kind of dents during deliveries, to remove out of the cars that were damaged in, you know, in the actual process of delivery here. Definitely go check that guy out, Ronaldo. He's amazing. So I'm really happy to have my car back in one piece, no dents, because it doesn't look classy, doesn't look fun, and got to take care of your baby.